We're thrilled to have you with us from Denton, Texas, Apache Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Texas Longhorns and the North Texas Mean Green. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. He said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous Tex chain of guys who came up under coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
All right, Holly. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Texas's offense will go to work first. And here comes Arch Manning. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. Madness. Got his man.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that
breaks free, and he might be going. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
He'll work his way down to the 28.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much.
Snags it, and he's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. They'll stop him at the 1.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the
touchdown Longhorns! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be danged, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the North Texas Mean Green sends out the offense, and they'll go on the attack for the first time. And here comes Taven Jackson. Came over in the portal from UCF. More than 300 yards and 3 scores in his last outing. Using his legs, it's White. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, North Texas. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And it's the the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll run it again. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down TFL, second down TFL. Now you set up third and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Running inside. It smothers. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
The Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Motion from the back. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Release to the back. Makes the grab.
You know, games have ebbs and flows to them, and good things happen and bad things happen, but everything is going to...
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And after yet another third down conversion, they've got it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas.
And he's in for his second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone. And I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Pulls it on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Jackson gonna throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. Taking it the other way. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Texas! He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Jackson will throw. It's complete to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Clemens. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Manning on play action. Here's the pressure. Caught. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Longhorn. And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And they tacked on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the ground, it's White. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Jackson gonna throw it. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Here's a little room there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The run inside. It's White. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
And they get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Jackson will throw. Got his man down the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. North Texas in the hurry up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Rushes on him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. Absolutely center cut.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Michigan State Spartans.
The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes. This is a gamble. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, catching up with the North Texas head coach coming out of the locker room. Their quarterback has to be better. The turnovers in the first half are the story of the game. The quarterback is struggling, and they believe that he can get it together and be more protective, protect the ball, and not put his wide receivers in jeopardy. They did run the ball well in the first half. We'll see if they rely more on the ground game so the quarterback can gain his composure. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on second and short. Jackson gonna throw it. Quickly complete. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. North Texas in the hurry up.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Now on second down. Looking for room. It's White. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. Third down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees it.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And listen, obviously, area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Longhorns are in the red zone. Play action, here's Manning. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the... Oh, they block it. He's got a chance to take this one back. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they make the tackle on the return. There is a penalty marker on the play, and they might be backing up a bit. Right on the heels of that touchdown, they give up some good field position with that face mask penalty costing them 15 yards. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Gives it on the option. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Finds his man. It's Milner. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 4th down, looking to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Turning it on. He gets it past the stick. Slides to avoid the hit, and the drive stays alive with a 4th down conversion. North Texas really has it going on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's White. There's some room. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, North Texas. And they take it in for 6 more points.
It hasn't always been pretty for the offense, David, but here in the 2nd half, they're still getting a lot of production out of their back. Great job in the open field, showing you the speed. The question is there enough time left in the game to keep handing him the football?
Yeah, this offense has struggled. And then they're down, and they've got to make plays. Maybe this is a spark, man. Sometimes it's just that one play that gets you going. That's a long touchdown run. That's a big explosive play, and this offense needs more of those.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Running inside, it's Smothers. Open space at the 25. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wingo. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Defense wants to bring the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. Headed to the 4th, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Arch is going to throw for it. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his 1st incompletion of the game.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Running behind that left side. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And after the pick... An injured player who's still on the field. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Here we go, ready. 38. Hey, move.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. To throw, Manning. Quick completion on the out route. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Pulls it in. It's Milner. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He might want another play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's going to take off. There he goes. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. The run inside. It's Alexander. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. North Texas at the line with a new set of downs thanks to the running game. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback keep. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads, read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping him.
Mean Green move the chains with the passing game. Let's see what they do on first down. In the red area, it's Alexander. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's got it down the middle. Will not get there. Down stop. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Running inside, it's Smothers. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off for Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched.